I'm sorry, but I haven't heard about a complete cure. However, there's one thing I can tell you. The Crypt of Resting Thoughts is a place accessible for only a handful of people chosen by Queen Viorencia Adore. I heard they developed something called Odorite Divine Potion in that place to prevent addiction for those who have not been corrupted to an excessive degree. They say that taking the potion can stop the corruption, but there are side effects of turning some part of your body into trees. But judging her condition, I'm not quite sure if the potion will work. Can it turn her into a tree? If you're not a slave nor an Ahib, there's the most sacred place to Queen Nodalita. You either receive her permission to enter or become a dwarf slave proficient in an ancient language. I don't see any other way. Oh, that reminds me, but I don't know if the story is true. There is one phrase that all Ahibs constantly say: we shall go back to the knowledge we lost to the barbarians. I don't know for certain, as I haven't seen the Crypt of Resting Thoughts either, but I heard that there's a goblin in that place. It's the only goblin in the whole Odalita. only heard of this, so I'm not completely sure, but they say that he brought a knowledge that was once taken away from the Crypt of Resting Thoughts and gave it back to the Ahib of that place. Okay. What kind of piece of wonder do they keep hidden in that place? It's off limits even for a Ahib, and you even need Queen's approval to enter. We shall get back the knowledge we lost to the barbarians, huh? That goblin must have some guts, but let's just say what he said is true. Hey, wait a minute. That fake Caphras journal the old Ahib gave us. Shadow Knight succeeded in making the Forbidden Arena using the document that Saphir stole from the Crypt of Resting Thoughts, right? Since it's proof of achieving an advanced knowledge using stolen knowledge, wouldn't this false document be key to enter the crypt? That Bahatram Penella, she said she used to be one of the Ahibs, right? Let's ask her. Let's see if she's good enough. This will be good enough to enter. Okay. Platinum 33, thanks for the follow. This is the knowledge Zephyr stole from long ago. No, at the end of this map, Hall of Heroes. This is new knowledge. It's actually quite amazing, but I can't agree so easily. The place, Crypt of Resting Thoughts, you may enter the place now, but you cannot get out so easily. In order to enter the Crypt of Resting Thoughts, you need a pass, the Condemner's Judgment at the altar of the condemned. However, if you fail, you will get Condemner's punishment. You will need to think twice about this challenge. Oh, I think Atraxia wants to talk to you. I'll let you two talk in private. Wait, I'm here at this Thornwood Goddess statue? It would have been ridiculous for you to see me like this, huh? Why did you save me after you left me like that? Fortunately, you didn't follow the trace of Caphras journal. I'm glad to see you again before I die. What are you looking at me like that for? I'm fine. You think I never knew I was going to be a fallen one? This is why I never wanted to go into Thornwood Forest. Besides, you couldn't resist to steal my queen's map, could you? Humph. But that's all behind us now. You don't have much time to stay angry. I'd say it's been a slice with you around. Thanks to you, I was able to embrace the queen in front of everyone. I was able to set foot in this arid land, which I never thought I would be able to go to. And I was able to save someone I really cared about. I have no regrets now. But sigh, at the end, Helene was right. When it's time to die, I come to doubt Mother even more. That Caphras journal is fake. Anyway, so tell me the truth. You followed me around because you wanted to be my friend? Are you sure it wasn't because you wanted me to use me as a sacrifice? Haha, why was I spot on, or are you sorry because you lied to me? You can't fool me. All black spirits think the same. They are desires that must be met at all means. And Caphras journal was fake? You and I were fooled, almost led to death? Aha, you're never disappointing. I thought you were quick-witted when I first saw you at the port. I'm sorry, but you're the one who was fooled. The real Caphras journal is with me all along. Oh, shit. Ask why she deceived you. To find the true owner who shall pursue after the trace of Caphras. Well, I was hoping it was me, yet things ended up being tragic, eh? While I was on the run after stealing Open Scylla's journal, I unluckily stepped into a trap of the Fallen Ones. I was set up by the one who sent all our sisters to the path of the Fallen, I guess. For when civil war broke out in Camasil, we found ourselves stuck in quite the difficult position. Burning things was our nature, and yet we rejected it and swore to protect Camasil. In the end, the Ganel didn't treat us the way we deserved, and other Vidir and Ahib came to ostracize us. However, we believed the chief of the Vidir, Josiah Ador, who burned down Camasil, that the darkness would come again. We knew that we needed to prepare for it. Thus, we came to establish a small remote outpost in the remote valley in Odalito. We even named it the Obsidian Ashes. For after the fire, only ashes remain, which seemed very similar to our fate. Even so, there was no more left to burn. One by one, the remaining sisters... Ask who the culprit is. This leadership, led by Arethel, has been trying to discover the culprit behind the rising number of fallen ones. The perpetrators happen to be closest acquaintance of Queen Viorencia Adore. It was Thornwood Watchers, the mysterious organization behind the covers. Our scouting sisters focused on that fact. A person in the black cape was wandering the notorious fallen forest alone. I myself began to develop my suspicions when I met the eyes of the caped one, when I fell into the fallen one's trap. The person had a bandana, just like the one this statue here, and the Thornwood Goddess statue, the Verdant Mother that existed before all. Oh, is it, Alezra? They may depict different account of things, but one should be held accountable for the situation if you ask me. But continue the story, we all live in Vidir, but I never trusted the Ahibs who wished to see the world burn. Especially Queen Viorencia and her story about how she's fighting Hadum by following Jassier Odore's will. The idea of purging the dark with another darkness is not only contradictory, but it's also like, will be the end light itself. What else would we do once we defeat the darkness? You've seen how the humans were treated in this land. If in their hands lie the power to defeat Hadum, can this world be saved? Hey, loosen up a bit. Was I too serious? Anyway, I was thinking for a while. Chasing Caphras was once a servant of darkness, because he must have known a lot about Shadow's secret. Then I heard about a hero who restored Comisil's light. I wanted to meet you, but the Shadow Knights beat me to it. Not knowing the false document was leading you to death, do you know how scared I was watching you? But then again, you pissed me off. How can the hero of Comisil run over the Shadow Knights like that? Run over to the Shadow Knights. Well, you're a Comisil's hero, not ours, so I wanted to be with you a bit longer. In order to get to know you better, I made you follow me. I also did what I had to do along the way. To be honest, I never took the trial of Shadow, but because you were so strong, no one dared to fight us. You protected someone I could not with your wits. You know how to steal and found that the journal was fake. Oh, and you're lucky as well, but cold-hearted since you left me just like that. Can you tell me I'm complimenting you or criticizing you? Enhancing new armor? Eventually, but not right now. Maybe. Still not sure if I'm going to go for Willoughby first. Or go for finishing Willoughby. What I'm saying is that you'll survive in any situation. By the way, I heard you guys were talking about the Crypt of Resting Thoughts and the cure to stop corruption. Is it really true? Are you doing this for me? Haha, is that right? No matter what you say, I'll take that as a yes. Boy, I'm really touched. Gosh, I was so worried about my Nene and my busters. Who's going to take care of them if I become a fallen one? By the way, what's that small ball thing you gave me earlier? What? Oop Pill of Flames? Bahetrons helped? Ugh, I mean, they're such nice fellows, but they never stop talking about their bloody holy flame. Must have been boring on you. Anyway, continue your role of the savior to take care of the fallen one to the end, so that I can take you to the hideout of the Dark Knights. And this time, we're hoping to follow the trace of the real Caphras journal together. Ugh, I think I need to get some rest here for a while. My head still reels, you know? Well, see you soon! What are these elixirs? Gathering drop rate. Ooh, a drop rate elixir. Life skill mastery, skill EXP, and movement speed negative. Interesting. I'm never going to trust a word she says now. Hee. I can't believe she planned out everything. But perhaps we can say it's lucky for us that she has the real Caphras journal. She succeeded in stealing the real journal all by herself. Beyond that smiley face, she must be quite strong. In fact, she makes her helpful partner on our journey. Let's go to the Altar of Condemned quickly. Let's test our luck there. She said you're a lucky one, right? I guess it's best T9. Do you see how long that auto path is going to be? We just flew over everything. These gargoyle things. Halt! This is the Altar of the Condemned. How dare Sephir's mercenary come to this place? As per the contract signed by Salinar, the Verti Umbramancer... Man, they just introduced, like, so many random-ass people every time. The Moon Treaty doesn't apply anywhere outside of Narcion. Do you not know? Do you wish to become Mother's slave, just like the ones in this place who bent the knees? It's the barbarian's blood within your vein that brought you forth to this place, to make you confess your sin? I will let the condemner decide what's to be done with you, as she does not reject those who come on their own. But remember, if she rejects you, that will surely be the end of you. I do have full pen evasion armor, so good luck. You're actually making it interesting? I like it. Nice.
Like a lighthouse, the light will lure countless darknesses.
For the light shall become a beacon to draw the endless darkness.
We
You have
shall
set
get
foot in the
back
altar of the
knowledge
condemned,
barbarians
the
stole
mother's
from
cradle
our
where
mother.
one cannot get away from.
Those who run away shall pay.
For the light shall become a lighthouse that will
Let
attract the
your
endless darkness. We
ancestors
shall take
hand
shelter
over
in the
your
arid
unclean
land to
blood.
fight the shadow that will encroach upon us. We shall get back the knowledge that was taken away from Mother by barbarians, purge the darkness from another darkness of the ancient times, and thereby blooming a new flower from the destruction of the past. The contaminated blood shall blame the ancestors, and the fugitives shall pay for their sin. You show your offering to be buried at the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. Is it a kiss of the flower of the burning moon Queen Viorencia adore? Is it the blood of barbarians who took away our mother's knowledge? Or is it the missing knowledge that was stolen by the sly grave robber?
Like a lighthouse, the light will lure countless darknesses.
This is what Sepher stole, the way to the Forbidden Arena? The end. The Hall of Heroes, located on the Misty Island, is the flower that bloomed from the stolen knowledge. I announce that this offering is the missing knowledge stolen by the sly grave robber. You who returned wisdom to the Crypt of Resting Thoughts, what do you wish to gain from this offering?
We shall get back the
Audrite
knowledge
Divine
the
Potion.
barbarians
Tis the
stole
cure
from our
blessed by Mother that stops the fate of corruption? For you are the one sharing the same cause with the Queen Viorencia adore. We grant you permission to enter the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. Show this offering to the barbarian you'll meet in the crypt so that he can work on it. Then you'll be able to obtain a Audrite Divine Potion from the Gravekeeper.
Those who run away shall pay for their
I didn't expect this to be so easy. Maybe we really are lucky. Hee. This place is off limit even for most Ahibs. Did you ever think we could enter such a place? Crypt of the Resting Thoughts sounds like a remarkable place, right? Knowledge is power. I wonder what great knowledge is kept here. Potion just a quest item? I don't know, we'll find out. We are barbarians. We bear unforgivable sins from our forefathers. Dude, oh, is this the turning to trees thing that happens when you take the potion? This is the knowledge of Mother stolen by the grave robbers, the stolen map of shadow. Look here, how long are you just going to stand there? Listen up, Warzeka's blood flowing within our hearts. After gaining the knowledge from Goddess Sylvia, the benevolent mother of Hebes, the ancient kingdom of Warzeka could flourish its civilization. Don't you dare try and deny the fact that just simply because you cannot remember anything about Warzeka. Know that our calling is none other than learning the old knowledge in this place. Return it to the goddess, and thereby getting acknowledged by her daughters. Blessed are those who fulfill this great mission, for they shall live in joy and serenity in Atraxia, by the grace of her majesty. Now raise your hand if you seek this honor. Who wants to study this retrieved knowledge and glorify the goddess? Blast, I see you're my kin, but you must be mad. Yes, we're descendants of the kingdom that was fallen 1,000 years ago. So what? You're technically a lapdog for these Ahib now. Other than being sent here for a few months earlier, what makes you better than us? A few months, your guest leaves much to be desired. The thing is, I am acknowledged by them and working hard, steadfastly. We are all destined to study the ancient knowledge here, and they will not go easy on you because of your first day. Now enough talk, get on with it. I can't believe I have to do this for every new recruit. Can they not see they can't go back to wherever they're from now? You brought back the knowledge of Goddess that was stolen by the grave robber. As for the reward you seek in return for your offering to be buried in the crypt. You will be able to obtain it once you take the oath of the crypt, with 3 members of the Thornwood Watch that protect this place. Go, make the oath of the crypt with them, and find me the guilty barbarian.
rule a bigger darkness.
You returned Mother's knowledge to me, and I shared Elvia's knowledge with you. You can now have a name in the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. It means that regardless of your background or social status, you can now access all the knowledge of this place. And in return, you shall cooperate with us to fight the looming darkness. The pledge is effective only in the Crypt of Resting Thoughts, and as of this point, your name in this place is Burning Moon's Shadow.
The fallen ones, they have absorbed the power of Taurus.
Got a new name. Everybody loves to give me a name. The Wings of Comisil. Burning Moon Shadow. Elvia's knowledge, the world of Hadum, god of despair. You have brought back Mother's knowledge that was stolen by a grave robber. The ancient kingdom of Orzeka had 1,000 years of golden age, but rapidly collapsed by their mistake. Having this history as a stepping stone, we shall face the greater darkness to come. For this, the restored Forbidden Book of Orzeka is required. By sharing knowledge of the ancient darkness written in the Forbidden Book, you make the oath of the Crypt with me. Born beneath the divine tree Kuduran, the god of hope led the Orzeka Empire to ruin, for he granted all contradicting wishes, which only led to self-destruction. Banished in the end, the god of hope came to be known as the Lord of Corruption. Afterwards, the unerasable ancient darkness left by the Lord of Corruption seeped into the earth and resurfaced here and there as springs of corruption. The foolish descendants returned to the previously forgotten dark goddess whom they'd served before the god of hope. Reminiscing of the dark goddess, otherwise known as the Thornwood goddess, they began to write the tear-stained commandments of truth. You returned Mother's... No, oh wait, we read that already. Okay. You can now have a name, the Crypt of Darkness of Corrupting Thoughts. It means regardless of your background or social status, you access all... Wait, what the fuck? This pledge is effectively the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. At this point, your name in this place is now Shadow of the Watch. You just changed my name. You read the story? No, to read it the first time through. You cannot receive the quest? Press O to check its requirements? What? Make the oath. Oh, talk to the barbarian, maybe? Oh, I see. I have to make... Okay. There's a bunch of different ones. Wait, that's the one I just did, right? No, that's the one I just did. This is a different one. Explosion of Magic, Elvia, Vuhura Kaliak, God of Despair. You have brought back the Mother Knowledge of the Soul by the Grave Robber. You take back the Mother Knowledge from the barbarians, the descendants of the ancient king of Orzeka, and thereby fight against the greater darkness to come. For this, the incomplete Book of Thornwood is required. By sharing the knowledge about the treasure of the world the barbarians destroyed, you make the oath of the Crypt with me. You just keep saying the same thing. The incomplete Book of Thornwood that the descendants destroyed after the Book of Fallen Orzeka. Okay. The spirit of essence full of the sun and moon's energy that never dries up. The compass that removes all the world's fog and moves space. The song that brazenly cuts through the currents riding on a free wind's melody. Orzeka's artifact that were thought to exist in only stories are lined up. It seems like the recipe was written on the broken path. Okay. She's giving me a name. You can now access all the knowledge displayed during yourself. Wait. The pledge is effectively only Crypt Thoughts. At this point, your name in this place is Shadow of Thornflower.
I cannot believe the great.
Okay, so they gave me 3 names. It was knowledge of a treasure that could have never been told. How dare Laffy Bed Mountain? You now have made the oath of the Crypt with the Thornwood Watch. Now find the Gravekeeper, the first one who returned the stolen knowledge. Your contribution has been approved by the oath of the Crypt, and thus you may receive what you seek from the one who walked the same path. Whoa, so all the most sought-after knowledge of the world has originated from this place? And all the documents were handled by these dwarven slaves? But weren't they all pretty much looked down on in Comasylvia? Seeing as how many of these lads have been here for so long, perhaps the Ahib really treat them good here. Remember what the Shadow Merchant guy from Dead Moon Post said? As long as you're talented, Ahibs will treat you well, right? Oh wait, I see something interesting over there. Another intact Book of Thornwood. Let's read that one too, shall we? And don't worry, by the Oath of the Crypt, we can access all the knowledge here, remember? Contains stories of the descendants of the ancient kingdom of Orzeka, Hex Kingdom. As brilliant cities and temples collapse and Orzeka's power dissipates, descendants of the forgotten ancient kingdom scatter like countless splinters of Thornwood's roots. A leader amongst them left the cursed, forgotten ancient kingdom behind and migrates north. With crown made from unknown bones, he calls himself Belmorn, descendant of the kingdom of Orzeka. Names this land the Hex Kingdom. It contains... Oh wait, we read that. To give up on everything and leave, that's truly a difficult task. Your footsteps sound perky and full of life. This is the Otterite divine potion you're looking for. Oh, this is the goblin they were talking about. Pray that your dear one you seek to save does not end up being beneath this place. Abyss of Oblivion.
Down below is the Abyss of Oblivion.
Down below is the Abyss of Oblivion. If you get caught by those who cannot die, you won't make it out alive. Abyss of Oblivion is the final destination for those who cannot die. The chance to have their greed faded was not only allowed for the first fallen ones. The ancient darkness, the deepest form of darkness that grips their souls, must be phantoms of those who have been unjustly sacrificed to Orzeka. By the way, I see you're reeking of foul stench. It's the stench of the Fallens. The ook pill in your hand, could you show it to me? One can miss the time of a dear one so easily if not paying much attention.
It's not that easy to leave everything behind.
Over the ook pill. This is the ook pill of flames. It contains the remedy of the demi-beast from the hills of Zavir and the burning power of the Ahib. The pill is reeking of a foul stench of the Abyss of Oblivion. Take a closer look at it. Stis, your ook pill of fame is corrupted, so corrupted that you cannot cleanse it ever again. The purer the soul, the faster it gets corrupted. Your hard efforts to get this divine potion will be nothing but futile. Yikes. Fallen of Atraxia. Now go, if there is a strong tie between you and her, you should stay beside her until she breathes her last. Wall all 003, thanks for calling. Lest she be wandering for eternity in pain of being an undead. Well then, I'll be preparing a tomb for her. Shit, dude. These guys are brutal. Investigate the portal. Concentrated energy can fetch us out. What's up, Muckle Playtay? Jeez. You're able to grind at the 310 AP zone. I killed the mobs. It just took me about 5 minutes to kill 3 of them. For Atraxia. It's hard to believe I just witnessed a Dark Knight turn into a fallen one. Were they also victims of the corruption trap? I don't know how you feel about this, but I wish you could do more observation of all this. You were the Sephir's sellsword who summoned and defeated the fallen Dark Knight. No, but you also made the Oath of the Crypt? I don't know how I should address you, but Lady Salinar of the Verti Umbromancer would love to see someone like you. Yes, she's looking for you. No need to be afraid. She would be pleased to hear this too if she becomes aware of the meaning of what you did at this altar. I feel like this is a good zone to release around Halloween. Yeah, the sick rotation down to 168 trash an hour. That's right. This is such an awkward situation. These Ahibs, they don't even try to help us defeat the Fallen One, but they all just come here and stand back and watch? Heh, boy, what a cool ending. We finally got the cure, but we're just too late. Remember her laughing earlier? That was the last of her we saw. Reality is stranger than fiction. No tolerance, just cruelty. I didn't think we'd fulfill the mission of the Savior like this. When Dead got armor? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I might not do it until after I'm done with 30,000 rupee quests. Just as the ritual at the Bahit Sanctum, we really stood by Corruption to the end. By the way, although we defeated her ourselves, it didn't feel like she was completely perished. Did you feel that? Should I say it feels like she will be around? But what significant meaning is there in defeating a fallen one for them? It's not like they saw the fallen one the first time. Let's go find out. I am the Umbromancer of the Verti, the Turasil Priest Council of Her Majesty Queen Viorencia Adore. Are you the one who defeated the fallen Dark Knight? Pleased to meet you. My name is Salinar. I'm in charge of this place. I am the Umbromancer of Turasil Priest Council, a direct subordinate of the group of the Flower of the Burning Moon, Queen Viorencia Adore. Please, take this letter. You'll feel the most fragrant scent of Delotia from it. I heard your Ook Pill Flame was connected to the Dark Knight. Oh dear, you must be quite fond of her. It would have been great if she didn't turn into a fallen one. I'm so sorry for you, but the very event was quite a shock to us. We've been trying to figure out who is behind the plot to purposely increase the number of fallen ones by spreading Turasil branches. Members of the Thornwood Watch are the ones who monitor each place to keep the number of fallen from increasing. They've been suspecting that Dark Knights are the de facto power that seek Ahib's fall. We never thought they were also victims. After hearing all this, Her Majesty, the Flower of the Burning Moon, has personally invited you to the capital. By the look of your eyes, I can tell you must be despairing over her demise, but this is a matter that concerns us all. The gates of the city are already wide open for you. Please hand over this letter to Claire Hoff, the guard captain of the capital. They nailed the music? Yeah, the music is really good. Honestly, the region is pretty good, just like everything. It's pretty cool. It's got this really creepy vibe to it, too. The battle against the darkness to consume this world comes first. The vengeance of Kama Sylvia comes later. I've confirmed this to be the letter of Verti Umbromancer Salinar. Before you is the audience chamber of Her Majesty, Flower of the Burning Moon, Queen Viorencia Adore. Don't do anything stupid. Show your full respect before the Queen.
When you keep something perfect.
I'm just gonna ride up right on my Pegasus. Right into her house. Found very few quests in the zone, they're not repeatable. Yeah, so. You hear sound darkness that shall consume the world? Halt! Kneel before Her Majesty Queen Viorencia Adore, the Flower of the Burning Moon, the true guardian of the sacred tree. The crown of our benevolent mother, the righteous adjudicator to save the world, the most rightful ruler of the majestic land of Odalita.
We are all one moon.
You are Kamasil's hero who restored Kamasil's light, a foolish mercenary seduced by Sephir's temptation. You brought back Mother's knowledge that was stolen by the grave robber, bound to the oath crypt of the Thornwood Watch. You saved the Black Rose, caught up in death, and pledged to fight Hadun Vuhura Kahaliak together, and you filled the Princess Catherine Ornette's will. Your heroics in the promised land of Odalita have moved Her Majesty, the Flower of the Burning Moon. You shall listen courteously to Her Majesty's words and act only with pure heart and speak only the truth. Dear hero of Kama Sylvia, welcome to Odalita, the promised land flourished upon the ruins of Orzeka. Dude, I've been here for like 3 hours. I summon thee here to prepare the battle against the world's shadow, otherwise known as Hadum Vuhurak Kaliak, the Black Death that wiped out half the continent. The dark spirits that burn the entire Common shall come once again. On that day, fanatics will rise up from everywhere, and the world shall fall under the encroachment that blights our body and soul. I witness your heroic deeds you achieved in our promised land. Hence, on this day, I wish to endow you with moonlight's glory. From the history of the fall of the ancient Orzeka, from mother's knowledge we retrieved from the barbarians, and from our fallen sisters infused with the curse of ancient darkness, we have learned how to cleanse one darkness with another. However, the shadow cast by the moonlight cannot be caught, touched, or felt in the first place. If we keep pointing our swords at each other because of the petty old grudge we have been holding on to for so long, we will eventually be consumed by the shadow despair. Then what would be the point? Fakal, I need you. Because of the humans that are out of control, Hadum has already set its foot upon this world. We have no choice but to fight. We need you more than ever, as we learn that if we were to actualize Hadum's realm, the help of the ones who restored Kamasil's light is essential. If you are truly willing to share the secret of this land with Her Majesty Queen Viorencia Adore, the Flower of the Burning Moon and Mother of the Chosen Daughter, and thereby join us, the Burning Ones, and our cause, offer the Otterite Divine Potion you acquired by making the Oath of Crypt to Her Majesty. You want to give my... You want me to give my potion away? I guess since Atraxia is already dead, it doesn't really matter. Flee Hadum's realm, huh? For them, you're the hero of their sisters who oppressed and drove them away, but looking at her pleading for your help, I guess the shadow will really cast upon this world soon. What do you think? If they fail to actualize this realm, all will fall under the Black Sun. That will be such fun sight to behold. But I also want to see how that god of despair suffers because of us. Boy, my heart is beating. Maybe I'm born this way. Aren't you also hungry for more? For this land of darkness that keeps the ancient secrets, for the source of knowledge of the treasures that shakes this world, and for the power of Turasil, infused with both Kamasil and ancient darkness. Sephir's all they gave us for that false document. All they gave us was that false document, and bait to send us to the Hall of Death. At that, compared to those rebels, I feel like we can trust these guys more. Why don't we join the self-proclaimed Flowers of the Burning Moon Queen, have all the secret powers of this land as ours, and fight against Hadum? Alright.
Burning Ones, never forget that we were the heroes who saved Kama Sylvia.
It's like the throne room. The shadow cast by moonlight. Is it inevitable? If you stop going forward simply because you don't have a right to judge what you don't understand, you will eventually stay where you are forever. Hand over the potion. I trust that your deeds come from a sincere, honest heart. May the glory of the moonlight that illuminates the darkness shed upon thee. I hereby bestow upon you the kiss of blessing. Keep in mind that, ironically, you represent those whom are despised by my thorns. You are the Kamasilvian hero who restored Kamasil's light, and the sellsword of Sephir who exploded the seed of corruption and rebellion. However, once you are blessed by me, no soul in this land shall hereafter oppose you. We are the Burning Ones, Ahibs. After waiting for so long, our mother regained her glory. As we return the flawless crown of the goddess to her, we shall get back the knowledge we lost to the barbarians, and call back the fugitives so that we may serve under our mother's feet. My blessing bestowed upon Fakal shall notify all by Verti, the Turacel Priest Council. Audrite Group, the Foundation of Ahibs, and the Thornwood Watch spread this word to every corner of the arid land, anywhere the black musical spirit's wing beat is heard, so that anyone who dares oppose the soul shall be brought upon the judgment of thorns. Fakal, please take this landscape painting as a token of our appreciation, showing that Atraxia, the capital, welcomes you. And remember, until the day we defeat the world shadow, there is no hero here. You are the shadow of the burning moon, Thornflower, and Thornwood Watch. All of us here are savages, warriors, and shadows hiding their body in the arid land. All we do is preparing to reveal the poison and teeth to the greater darkness to come. Please take a rest for a while. You have a fierce journey that awaits you. The darkness hiding its body in the world of shadow shall be purified by another darkness, bloomed upon our mother's wrath. Hehe, blessed by the Queen of Odalita? Now you're blessed by Kamasilvia and Odalita. Wait, Sephir too, I guess. However, it's only a matter of time before those vile scoundrels hear about we gained from the confidence of the Queen, though. Besides, it looks like they've been preparing for battle against Hadum for quite a while. Do you remember what Birdie Guard Captain said earlier? The battle against the darkness consumes this world comes first. Vengeance on Kana Sylvia comes later. They're trying to actualize the Black Sun. Well, we should get some rest until the Queen summons us again. Oh, we have unfinished business, by the way. We have Birdie Shackles and the Elonian human girl gave, right? Also, that letter of Kaliach's jester to her boss, pleading him to spare her. Didn't she say her boss is in the capital? How would the boss react to his sidekick's letter and the shackles of a runaway slave? Don't you want to find out? I am the head of the Kalicha Merchant Guild, the largest and only guild in Atraxia to be acknowledged by the Ahibs. Oh wait, he probably says it. Hold on.
These gold and jewels, they're all mine. And you know what? Ahibs don't care about money anyway.
Oh, it is Ahibs. Okay. Fakal, that name doesn't sound familiar. Where do you come from?
I am the head of Kalicha Merchant Guild.
Kalicha,
the
okay.
one and only foreign group
Show Kalicha's gesture. I lost the shackles of Dotsli, a slave who received the Azure judgment by Nukamaria, the Audrite missionary priestess, and her, the slave, the Elonian priestess who's originally from Calpheon slums, ran away. O wise, merciful Kalisha, if the Ahibs find the shackles, my life is good as forfeit. What? How foolish. I have warned countless times to keep it together in these lands. If those shackles are found, my guild's honor will take a hit, so I can see you really do have some nerve. To somehow force Lucia to write this letter, and come to my place to threaten me to determine her life's price? What? You don't want to get your hands dirty? Is that it? Fine. I'll give you 5 million silver.
Do you want to know
Is he actually going to give me 5 million silver?
in this murderous land of Ahib?
Hanti introduced you to me? Haha, you came to the right place. You see, I find great joy in helping rookie adventurers like you. I mean, I would help you if you were down to help me in return, that is. Now listen, I'll give you an offer you won't refuse. If you run some errands for me, we'll make sure that no one in this dangerous city messes with you. How does that sound? Is NPC trying to barter with BDO's richest player? That's right. Let's see. Give him a look that you're not even worth replying to. No, that's not what I meant. 15 million. How's that? Not enough, right? Hand over those shackles to me at once. It'll be hell to pay for me if the Hebes ever find it. If our reputation hits even rock bottom, ugh.
I am the head of Kalicha Merchant Guild, the one and only foreign group
My head just once
approved
more.
by
Damn it,
Ahibs
fine.
in the
40
whole
million
of
silver.
Atraxia.
If that doesn't please you, give the shackles away and Lucia, let her die. I don't care.
Do you want to know how I can walk freely in this murderous land of Ahib?
Ugh, fine. I never thought a human would have me on the ropes like this. So you're telling me you got your blessing of Her Majesty too? Let's see how long you'd last. I'm the only human here who earned the confidence of the Hebes.
Don't care about money anyway.
Also Her Majesty's blessing, so you better not take me lightly. Just keep in mind, we Kalisha members also be watching you. Anyway, we'll try to get along with godforsaken arid lands.
Is it your first time in Atraxia? Well, I can help you out. For the right price, of course.
Yeah, let's see who lasts how long. By the way, partner, you know something? Atraxia left her Vediant behind when she was defeated. That thing got shattered into pieces, remember? Man, come to think of it, we're supposed to go to their hideout with her and get the real Caphras journal from her. Well, since it comes to this, we're going to have to go find it without her. Remember what Atraxia said? In the end, we built our small hideout in a remote valley of Odalita. We'll have to bring the Arid Lands map to We'll have to bring the Arid Lands map to them. Okay. We've been officially invited to this city, so we don't need that thing anymore, no? Was the chief called Erithel or something? Let's find the hideout in the remote valley ourselves. I just got a letter saying that they welcomed us to the capital city of Atraxia. It says that the gift from Verdi, the Turacell Priest Council, and that we can get it from the manager of Nadia Nikki's auction house. We got some storage, some stable storage, wharf storage, worker lodging. Nice. Okay. Okey-dokey. We, the Dark Knights, have scattered, yet we're always preparing for the coming darkness. And over the map. This is the map of the Arid Lands. Atraxia, I knew she was going to make it. But how did you, and where is Atraxia?
We already lost too many people, and there's only a few of us left.
And there were the
I
broken
can't stay
Vediant.
here
Dot,
and just
dot,
stop
dot. It's
scouting
easy to
either.
corrupt pure souls. Did Atraxia...
Although we
We knew
don't
this
like
day
to
would come in
disperse
the
for
end.
now,
but I didn't really expect to bid farewell to her so soon. If you don't mind, can you tell me if she was wandering the midst of the Thornwood Forest at the moment? Or else if someone put her to rest? Was it you who stood by her to her last?
Thornwood Watchers. This must be their doing.
So that's what happened. Thank you so much for sticking by Atraxia until her last moment. But she's always brave and cheerful. Also, she was candid, straightforward soul. She was always the same when the dark spirits invaded Commissylvia, and when we pledged to protect Commissyl to the end of with the Tooth Fairies. Although she lost all her memories as she encountered her black spirit, when I met her in this place again, she didn't change a bit. It was actually her who suggested to name our group the Obsidian Ashes. No matter how small and humble we are at the moment, she did her best to prepare for the battle against the darkness, as former chief wished. Even when she realized she had to walk the path of the fallen, she just shrugged it off with a chuckle, and was only upset that she can't finish investigating the journal. That's when she left, saying that she'd find someone to finish the task on her behalf. But instead, she sent you and her fragmented Vediant here. Thank you so much again for standing by her to her last moment. According to Atraxia's will, the Caphras Journal now belongs to you.
We already lost too many people, and there's only a few of us left. I can't stay here.
6% chance of Cronstone accessory downgrade versus stays the same. 40% of the fails. From the bottom of the pile of books you found Caphras Journal. In the journal, there's a phrase that says, Buhura Kaliak, oh my eternal god. Uh-oh. Can I hit 235 AP Kudum in a month? Do that on a seasonal character, maybe. I don't know. Yes, this is the real journal. Now we need to follow the trace of it. Danny, thanks for the raid. How you doing? We're almost done with the main quest. Sepher, she must be in that Thornwood Castle, right? I wonder how she'd feel to know we're still alive and well. By the way, that Orwyn, she's such an idiot, don't you think? How could she not recognize which one of her own father's journal? Oh yeah, good point. Unbelievable. I think Arethel wants to tell us something. That's good. Oh, you know, questing. This is what she particularly cherished. In my next life, I will be born where there's no God. That single phrase on this explains her best. She always grumbled that all hardships are due to so many gods in this world. This hourglass holds all the sand Atraxia collected during her journey to all continents of the world. You're going to follow the trace of Caphras Journal, right? There's no telling what lies at the end of your journey, so be wary. Please take this with you to keep it safe. We have little time to mourn, as the shadow doesn't wait for any time. If you ever feel weary on your journey, come here anytime. The Obsidian Ash always welcomes you.
Thornwood
Dude, they
Watchers.
give me so many
This must be
random
their
quest
doing.
items.
Heaps. What kind of monstrosities are they
Shit.
trying to make?
I think we're done. It didn't give me the big Keeper of Atraxia's Time. Oh, it's Nene. Don't worry, Nene made it. All right. Odalita. All done. Hell yeah. That took what? 5 hours? Oh my god.